Riverside House is an ambitious social regeneration project located on a site of national and international importance. The organisation combines the restoration of a 19th century ironworks with novel approaches to health and social care. Riverside House is a charming and enigmatic place that is nestled between the River Stour and the Stourbridge Canal. The site was, in the early 19th century, the largest ironworks in the UK. The ironworks were situated here due to the abundance of the necessary clay and sand used for the manufacture of the casts and furnaces, and the nearby derived iron ore, coal and limestone. The site consisted of forges, fineries, rolling mills and foundries, which transformed unrefined iron ore into wrought iron and casted products. Next door to the site was the foundry, now a thriving medical centre where the Stourbridge Lion, the first train to run on tracks in the USA, was built, as well as other cast iron products that were transported to a canal-side crane and loaded onto the narrowboats. At the elbow of the Stourbridge Canal there were two bridges that enabled access to narrowboat basins that went into the heart of the ironworks. These would have brought raw materials such as coal and iron ore to be transformed into wrought iron products and then shipped back out for distribution. At the northern edge of the site is the remains of a dry dock. It's one of only several that remain in the UK that worked by means of a gated system, in much the same way as a lock does. Riverside House itself was the manager's house for the ironworks and is a mid-19th century Grade 2 listed house. Behind the house lies a small estate which included orchards, a walled garden and vegetable beds. A small courtyard would have included stables and ancillary workshops. The restored site will provide a restorative and recreational parkland, managed woodland, heritage centre, restaurant cafe, a shop selling locally made craft and produce, a food centre and multi-functional workspaces. Riverside House will be, above all else, a cultural and social community space. Riverside House will also be providing practical skills engagement activities to a wide demographic of individuals, including those with autistic spectrum disorder, mental health difficulties, brain injuries and learning disabilities. We will be delivering traditional crafts such as blacksmithing, green woodwork, gardening, catering and hospitality, which are activities that support such outcomes as self-esteem, well-being, physical health, anxiety reduction, social integration and employability. Riverside House will be delivering these activities through involving individuals participating in the conservation and preservation of the land and buildings. We recognise that transforming an environment through learning and developing practical skills has immeasurable benefits. The simple joy and pleasure of making a craft artefact, growing a beautiful garden, or making bread has many residual outcomes, but particularly the power for individuals to transform and shape their environment and subsequently their own lives. Meaningful activities in a conducive environment and in a social context have a proven track record in achieving these outcomes. There are very few places in modern society that exist just for the sake of simply providing a sense of belonging and connection that we all need. Riverside House is set to become a unique place where a community can come together in a beautiful and unique setting.